We have finally arrived at that critical moment in the tech calendar where the floodgates open. You know the feeling. It is that time of year when the rumors stop being whispers and start becoming hard facts. We are past the phase of blurry photos and wild speculation. We have reached the phase where official information starts slipping through the cracks. And what we are looking at today changes everything we thought we knew about Samsung's strategy for the next year. If you have been sitting on the fence, waiting to see if Samsung still has what it takes to innovate, you are going to want to pay close attention to this. We have gotten our hands on what looks like the most significant leak dump for the Galaxy S26 Ultra to date. We are talking about official renders, confirmed launch dates, a massive shift in charging technology, and a pricing strategy that honestly sounds too good to be true. Let's not waste any time. Let's dive deep into exactly what is coming. First, let's talk about the visual identity of this phone, because the first thing you're going to notice is the design. Thanks to a massive leak from Evan Blass, who is arguably the most reliable leaker in the game, we now have official renders of the entire Galaxy S26 lineup sitting inside third-party cases. This is crucial because it gives us our first real look at the final, locked-in design from every conceivable angle. At this point in the cycle, we already had a pretty good idea of the general shape, so there are no massive shocks regarding the silhouette. It still has that boxy, authoritative look that the Ultra series is known for. But the devil is in the details, and the details here are stunning. The specific model shown in these leaks is the white version, and Samsung is doing something different this year. In the past, a white phone might still have a silver or polished metal frame. That is not the case anymore. The S26 Ultra in white features a fully color-matched white frame. It is a seamless, monochromatic look that screams elegance. And this isn't just for the white model. The leak suggests that every single color in the lineup will come with a frame that perfectly matches the body of the phone. This is a level of fit and finish that takes the device from feeling like a piece of tech to feeling like a piece of jewelry. Speaking of colors, we also have confirmation on the hero color for 2026. This comes directly from a leaked image of the official Unpacked event invitation. The image confirms that the launch event is scheduled for February 25th, which is right around the corner. But more importantly, the image itself reveals the signature color of the S26 Ultra, which is going to be cobalt violet. This is a bold choice. Samsung often plays it safe with blacks and grays, but leading with a deep, vibrant violet suggests confidence. They want this phone to stand out in a sea of boring slabs. If you're a fan of darker, richer tones, this cobalt violet is likely going to be the one to get. And just a quick side note on that event, the leaks also suggest that we aren't just getting phones. The Galaxy Buds 4 lineup is expected to drop on the same stage. So if you're deep in the Samsung ecosystem, February 25th is going to be a very expensive day for you. Now let's move on to functionality, because this is where things get really interesting. For years, there's been one feature that iPhone users have had over Android users, and it has nothing to do with software or cameras. It is magnets. But that era of jealousy is finally over. We have images of the new official 25-watt magnetic wireless charger for the S26 Ultra. At first glance, it looks like your standard wireless charging puck. It is round, it is minimal, and it does what it is supposed to do. But there are two very specific details here that tell us a bigger story. First, the cable. It is a braided fabric cable. If you have bought a phone in the last few years, you know that most manufacturers, including Samsung, usually ship cheap, rubberized cables that yellow over time and fray at the ends. Seeing a braided cable in the official accessories lineup is a huge step up in quality. It feels premium. It feels durable. The second detail is the color. It is black. This might sound minor, but most chargers are white, and they look terrible after a few months of use. A black, braided magnetic charger is exactly the kind of accessory that people actually want to use. But the charger is just one half of the equation. You can't have magnetic charging without magnets in the phone, and that is exactly what we have confirmed. We have images of Samsung's official suit cases for the S26 Ultra. The packaging for these cases explicitly mentions magnetic covers. The cases themselves show the magnetic ring array built right into the back. This is the smoking gun. All signs now point to the S26 lineup having magnets built directly into the chassis of the phone. This isn't just about sticking your phone to a fridge. This is about ecosystem. It means you can finally use magnetic wallets, magnetic car mounts, and magnetic tripod stand without needing a special third-party case. It means your wireless charger will snap into perfect alignment every single time, ensuring you get the fastest possible charging speed without waking up to a dead phone because you placed it slightly off-center. Let's be clear about what this means for the lineup. The leak indicates that all three S26 models, the base model, the Plus, and the Ultra, will come with these built-in magnets. They will all support this faster, magnetic wireless charging standard. However, there is a catch. The actual charging speeds are still going to vary depending on which model you buy. The Ultra will likely get the fastest speeds, while the base model might be capped slightly lower. But the utility is universal. This is Samsung finally acknowledging that the physical user experience, the way we hold and charge our phones, matters just as much as the processor inside. It is a feature that once you have, you can never go back to living without. Now, let's shift gears to something that sounds like science fiction, but is about to become a standard feature. We're talking about satellite communication. This has been a buzzword for a year or two, mostly related to emergency SOS features where you can send a distress signal if you are lost in the mountains. But the S26 Ultra is taking this to a completely different level. The entire Galaxy S26 lineup has officially been certified by the FCC with satellite communication support. But here is the critical distinction. This certification isn't just for emergency SOS. The documentation reveals support for regular texting and calling as well. This is massive. To understand why this is a big deal, you have to look at how things work right now. Currently, phones like the S25 Ultra technically have the ability to access satellite networks, but they are entirely dependent on carrier support. You need T-Mobile or Verizon to flip a switch and offer a service for it to work. It is a software lock. With the S26 lineup, Samsung is moving towards a hardware-backed solution. This means the capability is native to the phone itself, similar to how Apple handles it with the latest iPhones. By building this directly into the hardware, Samsung is effectively bypassing the carriers. It means that satellite connectivity could become a standard capability of the device, regardless of which SIM card you have inside. Imagine being in the middle of the ocean, or hiking in a remote national park, or just driving through a dead zone in the countryside. With this technology, your phone doesn't become a paperweight. You could still send a text message to your family or make a quick call. It turns the smartphone into a true global communication device. Of course, there's still questions. Just because the hardware can do it doesn't mean it will be free. We still need to see if Samsung plans to charge a subscription for this service, or if it will be free for a few years like Apple does. We also need to see if this will be a global feature, or if it will be locked to specific regions like the US and Canada initially. But the fact that the hardware is there and certified for calls and texts is a giant leap forward. Now, we have to talk about the most controversial part of these leaks: the price. In the world of flagship smartphones, prices only ever seem to go up. Components get more expensive, inflation hits, and the consumer ends up paying the bill. But a new leak from Roland Quant, who has a very strong track record in the European market, suggests something unthinkable. According to his data, the standard S26 and S26 Plus will keep the same launch prices as last year. That is good news in itself. But the S26 Ultra is supposedly getting a price cut. The leaks suggest the Ultra could be €100 cheaper than the S25 Ultra was at launch. I have to be honest with you, I have a hard time believing this one. It is incredibly rare for a company like Samsung to lower the price of their top-tier flagship year over year. We know for a fact that the Snapdragon chips are getting more expensive. We know that the new display panels are costly. We know that adding new camera sensors and titanium frames adds to the bill of materials. So how could they possibly drop the price? Roland Quant mentions that there is a trade-off. The leak suggests that Samsung might completely eliminate pre-order offers this year. In the past, if you pre-ordered an Ultra, you might get a free storage upgrade, getting the 512 gigabytes model for the price of the 256 gigabytes model. Or you might get a free pair of Galaxy Buds. If they remove those freebies, they save a lot of money on the marketing side. So, the theory is that instead of giving you free stuff that costs them money, they're just lowering the sticker price of the phone itself. It is a different strategy. It lowers the barrier to entry for people who just want a phone and don't care about the extra accessories. However, even with that logic, a direct price cut feels unlikely. If I were a betting man, I would say pricing in the US will likely remain unchanged, matching the S25 Ultra's pricing structure. But if Samsung does manage to pull off a price cut in Europe, it would be a massive aggressive move to steal market share back from Apple. It would signal that they are willing to take a hit on profit margins just to get more devices into people's hands. And speaking of market share, we have some interesting data regarding the current landscape. The list of the world's best-selling smartphones of 2025 has just been released, and it paints a very clear picture of why Samsung needs the S26 Ultra to be a hit. The S25 Ultra was the only premium Android phone to even make the list. Think about that. Out of all the Android manufacturers, Google, OnePlus, Xiaomi, only Samsung's Ultra managed to crack the top 10 globally. The list is dominated by Apple, taking 7 out of the 10 spots, with the iPhone 16 sitting at number 1. Samsung grabbed 3 spots, but the S25 Ultra is the only high-end one. This shows that the Ultra branding is strong. People are willing to pay for the best of the best from Samsung. But it also shows that the competition is fierce. Samsung is effectively the only thing standing between Apple and total domination of the premium market. The S26 Ultra has a lot of weight on its shoulders. It needs to defend that position. Before we wrap up the analysis on the Ultra, I have to mention a quick update on the other side of Samsung's innovation lab. The Galaxy Z Trifold is finally available for sale in the US. This is the tri-folding phone that opens up into a massive tablet. It has been the stuff of concept videos for years, but now you can actually buy it. However, buying is not going to be easy. It is only being sold through Samsung's website, and the quantities are extremely limited. This is clearly a halo product, something meant to show off technology rather than sell millions of units. And the price reflects that. It costs $2,900. That is a wild number for a smartphone. It is basically the price of a high-end gaming laptop or a used car. But if you're the kind of person who needs to have the absolute cutting edge of technology, or if you're just curious to see what the future looks like, it is available now. But you have to move fast because stock is not expected to last. It serves as a reminder that while the S26 Ultra is the refined, perfect daily driver, Samsung is still pushing the boundaries of what is physically possible with display tech. So, what does that leave us with the Galaxy S26 Ultra? When you combine all these leaks, you start to see a very clear picture. This is not a revolutionary redesign. They aren't reinventing the wheel. Instead, this is the ultimate refinement. They are fixing the small annoyances. They are adding the magnets that we have all wanted for years. They are cleaning up the design with color match frames. They're making the device more capable off-grid with native satellite support. And they're potentially getting aggressive with pricing to make it more accessible. It feels like a mature product. It feels like Samsung is saying, we know what a smartphone should be, and this is the perfect version of it. The addition of the magnetic system is the real sleeper hit Air. It seems small, but it fundamentally changes how you interact with the device. No more fumbling with cables in the dark. No more worrying if your phone is actually charging. It opens up a world of accessories that make the phone more versatile. And the satellite connectivity ensures that this device is a tool you can rely on in any situation. It is these quality of life improvements that keep users loyal to a brand. My opinion? This product looks like a winner. If the rumors about the specs and the design hold true, the S26 Ultra is going to be the default recommendation for anyone who wants the best Android experience possible. The combination of the S Pen, the cameras, the new magnetic system, and the stunning new look makes it a formidable package. The S25 Ultra was already a great phone, but the S26 Ultra looks like it is polishing the few rough edges that were left. The only question mark that remains is the camera software. We know the hardware will be good, but if Samsung can nail the processing and AI features this year, they might finally have a camera system that beats the iPhone in video, as well as zoom. This is going to be an exciting launch. February 25th is the date to mark on your calendars. We will be covering the event live, breaking down every single announcement as it happens, and testing these new features to see if they live up to the hype. You're not going to want to miss that. The smartphone market has been a bit stagnant lately, but devices like this prove that there is still room for meaningful improvement. Whether you're Team Samsung or Team Apple, competition like this is good for everyone. It pushes the technology forward and gives us better devices in our pockets. If you like the video, subscribe, share the video, and hit the bell icon so you're the first to know when the S26 Ultra officially drops. I want to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe the price cut rumor? Is the magnetic charging enough to make you upgrade? Let me know down there. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.